Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakata Mahyam Tadandi Swapatandikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Vedirami Namaste Saraswati Devi Vishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshadagini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so 11th chapter is basically about the universal form. So last time we saw that Sanjaya was able to see the universal form because right? What's the reason why Sanjaya was able to see the universal form?
Because of the blessings from Vyasadeva.
Yeah, blessings of Vyasadeva. He is the disciple of Vyasadeva, and Vyasadeva's blessing, he was able to see the universal form. Okay, and now, so Krishna explained, right? Gave a trailer, how the universal form is going to be with millions of hands and legs and mouths and everything. And so in the 14th sloka, we covered that what is Krishna's another name because he was full of rasas. Did we discuss that?
Yes, madam.
What is another name? It is even in the 14th sloka, purport that
Akila.
great. Yes,
No.
Akila.
Akila Rasamrit.
Yes, good, Murti. So it's given in the purport. Great devotees see Krishna as the reservoir of all relationship or reservoir of pleasure or rasa. So he's called Akila Rasamrita Murti. Okay, there's another name of Krishna. Akila means all. Rasamrita means all rasa. Amrita Murti. Okay, that is Krishna. Okay, so now we'll see 15 to 31st sloka, Arjuna's experience of seeing the universal form, and 32nd to 34, Krishna replying to Arjuna's question, that time I am become my instrument. So 15 to 19, Arjuna speaks his realization of the universal form. Arjuna uvaja pashyemi devam stava deva dehe sarvam stada puta vishesha sangan Brahmanam isha kamalasanastam rishims cha sarvan Puragams cha divyan. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods. That proves Krishna is the source of demigods, Ahamadirhi Devana, and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. So Arjuna is seeing whom? All the demigods, right, in Krishna's body. So once there was a devotee of Vittala. Okay, so you know Vittala, Panduranga Vittala, right? He stands with his both the hands on the waist. So he was waiting for a devotee actually. Who was that devotee? Pundarikna, Panduranga, Pandalpur. Okay, so once what happened, there was a devotee, and he is a devotee of Lord Shiva, not of Krishna. He doesn't want to take darshan of Vittala, just want to worship Lord Shiva. And he was a goldsmith who carves different ornaments. So a big merchant came to him and gave lot of money and said, I need you to make a waist belt for Vittala, Panduranga Vittala. So we need the measurement. So the craftsman said that he can't go to the Vittala's temple and take measurement because he don't want to take darshan of the Lord. So the pujaris, they measured the Lord's waist and gave him the measurement. He's such a perfect goldsmith that never anything went wrong with him. So when he made the waist belt and he gave to the pujaris wore, it just fell down from Krishna's waist because it was loose. Then again, they gave another measurement and also he tightened it. He made it a little tight. And this time it was very tight. It was not fitting Vittala. This is Krishna's plan. So the goldsmith got so humiliated because he never was ashamed like this in his crafts, in his work, in his profession. So finally he said, okay, blindfold me, you tie me, tie a cloth around my eyes and take me to Vittala's altar. I'll have the measurement. He was still not ready to take darshan of the Lord. He wanted to tie his eyes. So he was taken and the pujaris, they allowed him to touch the deity. So he was like coming from above, Instead of going down, he was touching from above and coming down. So when he touched on the head, he saw matted hair. Then he saw half moon. Then he came down, he saw a third eye. Then on the neck, he saw a snake. He could feel. And he's like, oh, this is my Lord Shiva. This is my worshipable deity, Lord Shiva, not Vitala. I'm feeling Lord Shiva. So he opened his eyes and he saw Vitala there standing and smiling. Okay, so that was Krishna's plan actually, to bring that goldsmith to make them understand that he is the source of all demigods. So Lord Shiva also come from Narayana Rudro Jayate, from Lord Narayana itself. Like Brahma, everyone has come from the Lord. So Arjuna was seeing all the living entities at one place by Krishna's face, all the demigods, all living entities, Brahma sitting on the lotus, Lord Shiva, all the sages, divine serpents, everything. So Arjuna sees everything in the universe. Therefore, he sees Brahma, who is the first creation in the universe. And as we saw Garbhodakshai Vishnu lying and a snake bed of Vasuki. Now Arjuna can see Garbhodakshai Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe where Brahma resides. That means from the beginning to the end, everything could be seen by Arjuna. He was sitting in one place in the chariot. This was possible by the grace of the Spirit Lord Krishna. Aneka bahudara vakra netram pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam nantam namadhyam na punastadavatim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupam. O Lord of the universe or universal form, I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, no beginning. So he sees unlimited. Unlimited means he could not count so much. Right? So Krishna is unlimited and Arjuna is, I made you co-host. Might be you got exit. Okay. So Arjuna sees in Krishna's body many arms, bellies, mouths, eyes, everything without any limit, without any end, middle, or beginning. Okay, this is what he saw. Now Arjuna speaks his realization of the universal form in the next sloka. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha Tejo Rashim Sarvado Deeptimantam Pashyamitam Dhurniriksham Samantat Deeptanalakraditim Aprameyam. Your form is difficult to see because of his glaring effulgence spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. So Arjuna finds Krishna's universal form very difficult to see. Okay, that is Dhurniriksham. This glowing form it is. So what is Krishna's body compared to? That glowing, that effulgence. Compared to? Yes? Shriya Madhus.
Mataji, is it sun?
Sun, but how many suns?
Thousands of suns.
Thousands of suns. Okay, just imagine one sun. So Prabhasmi Shashi Surya, Krishna says that, okay, we all see the moon today. It looks so beautiful. So me and my friend were coming from the temple. Immediately she's like, Nakshatra Namaham Shashi. So you immediately see the moon and then remembered Krishna because Krishna says, he out of stars, he is the moon. So beautiful it was today. So the sun, Krishna's effulgence, the Brahmajyoti that's coming from Krishna's body is compared to a sun. Why sun? Why not any other thing? Why sun? Why Krishna's body or the effulgence is compared to a sun? Like thousands of sun rising, that's fine. But why a sun? What is the similarity between Krishna and sun?
Mataji, because it is the brightest form which a human being can
Okay,
see.
that is one reason. Very bright and very effulgent, self-illuminating. Yes, Krishna is also like that. Very brightest, self-illuminating. Nobody has to put the switch on. And then sun, does the sun die? No, the sun appear and disappear. Similarly, the Lord appear and disappear in the material world. Does that mean, see now it's night. Does that mean there is no sun? No. The sun is there. Might be in America, it's going to be day. So sun is already there. We are not able to see. So Krishna is always there. We are not able to see. Where's Ratnangi Mataji? Any other reason? Okay. And what about the sun taking the impurity? You know, even if there is cow's urine or any urine on the ground, the sun will purify it, it is said. Like you dry, you wash clothes and you dry everything, all the impurities are taken up, absorbed by the sun. And does the sun get contaminated? No. Similarly, Krishna will absorb all the anarthas from you, but Krishna will never get contaminated. So that's why he is compared to a sun. So the radiance is compared to a blazing fire of the sun. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam tvamasya vishwasya param nidanam tvam avyaya shashvata dharma gopta sanatanastvam purusho matome. You are the supreme primal objective, you are ultimate resting place of the universe, you are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality God, and this is my opinion. So this is Arjuna's opinion. Arjuna says that Krishna is immeasurable and he is inexhaustible, the oldest. Govindam Adi Purusha. Like if there is a building, that means the constructor is there before the building, no? The engineer was there before the building was appeared. Similarly, this whole creation is like a construction, massive construction of the Lord. So Lord was there before the creation. And he's there during the maintenance, and he's there after annihilation also, right? That's the power of the Lord. So the Supreme Lord is the oldest, but still Navayavanamcha. So when Krishna does his pastime, what age does he look now? Even though he is
16.
16. So like Navayavanamcha, it's very, very young. Okay, Krishna's pastimes body is very young. Even though Krishna had grandchildren during the time of the war, Kurukshetra war. That's why Arjuna had a doubt now when Krishna said, I said this Shastra to the sun god 1.2 million years ago. Then Arjuna is like, how is it we are contemporary? How is it that we both are of same age? And then Krishna explains, no, so many janmas we have taken. So for the Lord, everything is new, even though he is the oldest and the maintainer. Ego bahunamya vidudadikama. He alone maintains everyone. Anatimadyantam ananta viryam ananda bahum shashisurya netram pashyami tvam deepta hutas savipakram swatejasa vishwam idam tapantam. You are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You are numberless. Arms and sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe for your radiance. So what is Arjuna seeing now? Repetition of the glories of Krishna is seen, and it is said that at the time of bewilderment or wonder of great ecstasy, statement are repeated over again and again. Again and again, they are saying that, oh, you are unlimited, you are great, you are great. So Krishna's so much it's repeated that that's not literally weakness, it's just the wonder explaining. So 19 to 31, Arjuna describes the Kala Rupa. Okay, Kala Rupa means Krishna as time. So this Rupa, Yashodamaya did not see. This Rupa, Duryodhana have not seen. The Kala Rupa of the Lord. That is like the death personified Rupa. Dvava Prituryor idam anantaram hi vyaptam Vayaikena dishascha sarva Rishtava budham Rupamukram tavedam Logatrayam pravyateti Mahatma. Although you are the one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. Oh, great one. Wondrous and terrible form. All the planets system are perfect. So Arjuna seeing the universal form is not a dream. How do you say so? How do you say that Arjuna is not dreaming? What is the proof? What if Arjuna is dreaming? He's seeing the whole the demigods and all the Kala. But what is the proof that Arjuna is not dreaming? You can get from this sloka, from 11.20. I hope all of you have the book. No, when we were doing Bhakti Shastri, we had the book in front. We were supposed to on the video. I'm not strict, that's why, but don't take advantage of it. Yes, 11.20. Yes, Suresh.
He says, Mother, as I behold this terrible form.
Okay.
Mataji, all whom the Lord endowed with divine vision saw the universal form on the battlefield. So that means others also saw. It was not a dream for Arjuna only.
Who are they? Who are the others?
Sanjaya.
Then Sanjay is not in the battlefield, no? He's in the kingdom.
Mataji, the demigods also saw him.
Yeah, very good. So the other planetary system, the demigods in other planetary system also saw the universal form. This proves he was not seeing a dream. This is a Bhakti Shastra question. So here it is said, so it is said that the universal form was spread throughout the sky and the planets and all spaces. So the three worlds were perturbed. Three worlds means upper, middle, and lower planetary system. So here it is said the space between heaven and earth and the three world indicate not only Arjuna saw, but other planetary system who were endowed with the divine vision also saw that form. That means the demigods also saw. Here in the 11.20 purport Prabhupada writes that not only did Arjuna see the universal form, but others in other planetary system, all the demigods have seen this form. So this proves that Arjuna was not seeing a dream. So even demigods saw. So that means what? Yes, it's an original form, but it's a temporary form only in the material world. Even demigods saw with divine vision. 21 to 22 is the prayers by the demigods, because demigods saw the form. Whenever you see the Varahare, the Vamana, anybody, all the incarnation of the Lord appears, immediately the demigods will offer prayers. So here also they offered prayers. Amihitam sura sangha vishanti kejit pita pranjalayo grinanti swastiti uktva maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tam stuti pushkala. All the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and entering into you. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfect beings are crying. All these are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. So it is said that demigods in the planetary system got feared by seeing this. And demigods surrendered and prayed with folded hands. And great sages also prayed with the hymns. And Lord Shiva, Aditya, Vasus, everyone was seeing this. Rudra, Aditya, Vashamo ye cha sathya vishvesvinau marutas choshmapascha gandharva yaksha surasiddha sangha vikshande tvam vishmitaschaiva sarve. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Satyas, and Vishwadevas, the two Ashwis, Marathis, the forefathers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. Beholding you in wonder. That means what? All the demigods have seen Lord Shiva, Aditya, Vasus have seen the universal form. So 23-25 again says Arjuna experiencing a terrible fearsome. Now he saw the form because Arjuna asked for the form, right? What were the reasons why Krishna is showing the universal form? One is
To glorify the Lord. And
yes,
prove-
Prabhu. To prove to everyone that Krishna is a supreme personality. Got it? Yes. Manjula Mataji.
Mataji, Arjuna was not envious of Krishna.
No, why did Krishna show the form? Yes, one is yes, he was not envious, so Krishna says that I'm going to show this form to Arjuna. Arjuna asked for the form, right? Arjuna asked
Yes,
Krishna
Mataji.
to show the form. Okay.
He asked if you think I can behold your,
Yes.
if he is eligible, then only he didn't order Mataji, he requested
Yes.
Krishna.
Requested Krishna. Shriya Mataji, yes.
Mataji, for the people of Kali Yuga, for
Yes.
their Kalyan.
To set a criteria in future so that no imposter gods, so-called gods won't come, and to set a criteria in the future. So first is Arjuna requested for the form, and second is to set a criteria in the future and to prove that Krishna is the supreme personality God and Krishna is the to show the greatness of Krishna. So here Arjuna asked for the form. Now Arjuna himself is getting scared by seeing the Kala Rupa and everything. So Arjuna is experiencing a terrible fearsome sight. He now expresses his pitiful state so that the Lord would withdraw the ferocious universal form. Okay, so we know this question. We already discussed, right? How do you say that Arjuna was not dreaming? Even the demigods from other planetary system also saw the universal form. Now, 26 to 30, Arjuna sees in the universal form the future outcome of the war. So we'll see what Arjuna is going to see, and all Kauravas and Dronacharya, Bhishma, everyone going inside Krishna's mouth. Right? Why is so what does this prove? By Krishna showing that everyone is going inside his mouth, what does it prove? It proves two things.
Mataji, the first thing is everything is already going on according to Krishna's plan. We are
Yes.
just used as an instrument to
Yes.
execute those activities, Mataji.
Yeah, very good. So Krishna is giving a clue to Arjuna that you are not the doer. I am doing it actually. Nimitta matram bhavasa visachino. Arjuna, you just become an instrument. I am actually fighting, or I am the one who's killing, and giving a hint. Okay. Yes. What else? That is one thing. What about the outcome of the battle? What's going to happen? What
The
is Krishna indicating?
the
was
evil
all
will
victorious.
always be punished. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, Ratnagi Mataji.
That the Pandavas are already victorious.
Yeah,
showing-
that means the Pandavas are going to win and the Kauravas are going to die. And everything is going back to Krishna. Krishna is the origin. Everything came from Krishna is going back to Krishna. Okay. So here in 26 to 27, Arjuna sees the form and he sees the future outcome of the war. Okay. So the Lord promised to show Arjuna things he would be very interested in seeing. Now Arjuna sees that the leaders of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all the sons of Dhritarashtra and their soldiers and Arjuna's own soldiers were all getting annihilated. This is an indication that after the death of nearly all the persons assembled at Kurukshetra, Arjuna will become victorious. So this is one of the indications to show that universal form that Arjuna is going to win. It's also mentioned that Bhishma, who is supposed to be unconquerable, will also be smashed. So also Karna. Not only with great warriors of other party like Bhishma will be smashed, but some warriors of Arjuna's side also will be smashed. Why? Arjuna's side, they are pious, no? They are staying for Dharma. Why is Krishna smashing them who came to support Arjuna? Yes?
Mataji, could be that they finished their karma in the Bhuloka, Mataji.
Yeah, that means Krishna is winding up his pastime, right? So whoever came to support Arjuna are all Krishna's associates. So Krishna is winding the pastime, or in the sense, all the associates of Krishna are not bound with karma, but still they have come to do the pastime in the material world, as Mata said, and it's time for them to wind up and Krishna. That is one reason. Second, what is Krishna? What is Krishna's blessing for them when he killed them? Krishna is
If
actually
they
blessed.
have been killed in the hands of Krishna,
They will be liberated.
They will be liberated. Very good. They will get moksha, right? Once they are killed with the hands of Krishna. So that is another reason. So one is he is winding up, the karma is over and taking them back to right? Second is he is blessing them with liberation. So Krishna killing somebody is also for their good, actually. That's why anything negative happening to us is also good. Actually, Krishna's plan might be to teach us a lesson or something is there. So that is what it is. Okay, so two analogies are mentioned here, that as many waves of river flow to the ocean, as moths dash to the destruction, the blazing fire. As rivers flowing into the ocean means, like you've seen so many rivers are flow to the ocean, right? Yes, Manjula Mataji, you can explain.
Mataji, actually, I have a doubt, Mataji. I'm sorry, I didn't go to the question. Mataji, actually, like some of them say that when Krishna showed that Vishwarupam, Arjuna and only Sanjaya could see him. And Barbarika also, he was also able to see. But when Krishna was speaking to Arjuna and Arjuna speaking to Krishna, everyone could hear that conversation happening in Kurukshetra war. Correct, no, Mataji? They can hear it, but they could not see Krishna's Vishwarupam, no? Whoever was in the battlefield.
Yes, they could hear, but they could not see the form.
Okay. Yes, Mataji, I had that. But because they need that divine eyes to see.
Yes,
Including Bhishma, they need it, but they could hear what was happening. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, they could not see, but yeah, the divine vision was given only to Arjuna and Sanjaya, then yes, Barbaric, and all the demigods, okay, other planetary systems. So here it is said that when Kauravas were going inside Krishna's mouth, the two analogies is as waves of river going into the ocean. Like you've seen many rivers, they go to the ocean, so flow naturally. Similarly, all the Kauravas were just rushing to Krishna's mouth, and moths dash to destruction and blazing fire means what? They go and die in the flame. These are the two analogies that's given. And universal form is called also the Kala Rupa, that is all devouring all people from all sides. That's called, so Krishna says Kalosmi. In 32nd sloka also Krishna says, Shri Bhagavan Uvaja Kalosmi Lokakshaya Krit Pravritto Lokan Samahartum Iha Pravritta Krite Api Tvam Na Bhavishyamdi Sarve Ye Avastita Pratyani Shiyodaha. The Supreme Personality God said, time I am the great destroyer of the world. Actually, the eternal time destroys everything, the time factor, right? It's going to destroy. So Arjuna before that asked Krishna 2 questions in fear. He's asking, who are you? What is your mission? Now Arjuna is not able to understand Krishna. No? So what is the rasa change for Arjuna when he saw the universal form? Any rasa change happened?
Bhaya rasa?
Yes, Prabhu, Mataji?
Bhaya rasa.
Dasya.
Yeah. So he was Sakya. Wonder also came. Little Bhaya was there. Yes. So first was Sakya Rasa, Senayoru Berumatiratam Stape Machita. So it was Sakya. Now it is Dasya. No? So he became a Dasya. Then little wonder and Bhaya also was there. So now Arjuna is asking, who are you? What is your mission? Because although Arjuna knew Krishna as his friend and as a supreme personality God, he was puzzled by the various forms exhibited by. Now, so Krishna is replying to Arjuna, saying that I am time, become my instrument. So time, I am the destroyer of the world. So practical application is as super soul, Krishna controls all cosmic events according to his will, and as time, he's pushing all things towards destruction. So sometimes when we say we don't have time, actually Krishna is time, and Krishna expands the time for a devotee in a devotee's life. Before we didn't even know we can chant 16 rounds, 2 hours. It's not a joke. But now it's like a part of our life now. We don't feel that it's taking our time. Because the more time we give to Krishna, Krishna is expanding the time because he's Kalosmi, his time I am, Krishna says, and we have to become his instrument. So here, the 32nd sloka, Krishna is answering to Arjuna's 2 questions. One question was, who are you? And what is Krishna's mission? Right? So Krishna says, I am time, I am destroying everything, Kala Rupa. Mission is to destroy everything, all people in the world except the Pandavas. That is Krishna's plan. Arjuna wanted to give up fighting and there was indecision, right? Indecision was there. But even if Arjuna did not fight, the death of everyone in the battlefield could not be checked. That is another reason, another clue Krishna is giving that. Arjuna, you're telling you won't fight, but I've already killed them. See, they're all going inside my mouth. One is, Arjuna, you're going to become victorious. Kauravas are going to die. Second is, I'm going to give them liberation. Third is, Krishna is telling to Arjuna that even if you don't fight, I've already killed them. Okay? You can't check that. This was Krishna's plan. Rake Krishna Mareke, Mare Krishna Rakeke. If Krishna wants to protect somebody, nobody can kill them. Example?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj, then
Arjuna Mataji.
Arjuna.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad, yes. And if Krishna wants to kill someone, nobody can protect. Who's that?
Kamsa Mataji.
Kamsa.
Shishupala.
Shishupal. Hiranyakashipu, right? So that's what it says. Yeah. So this is what Krishna, if Krishna wants somebody to be dead, nobody can protect. And if Krishna wants to protect someone, nobody can. Okay, this is Krishna's plan. Okay, so this time is destruction and all the manifestations are to be vanquished by the desire of the Supreme Lord. This is the law of the nature. Which group activity we go? Okay. So here it is said that discuss the phrase Kalos way. That will take the other discussion. So 33 says Nimittamatam. Nice sloka saying that Krishna is telling to Arjuna, just become my instrument. Tasmatam uttishta yashola pasva jitva shatrun swarajyam samirtam mayai vide nihata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavvisachin. Therefore get up, prepare up to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They're already put to death by my arrangement. They're already put to death. That's what Krishna says. And you, or Sabyasachi, can be an instrument in the fight. So this is another Bhakti Shastri question. What does Sabyasachi means? Sabyasachi.
And who can shoot arrow very expertly in the
Very
field.
good. Yeah. So any example where Arjuna showed the arrow very expertly?
While
The fish.
Draupadi, fish's eye.
Yes. So he looked the water and then yes, the fish. Then one more.
The water, Mataji, when he shooted the arrow and the water came, Krishna, for the horses, water for the horses at the
Ah,
battlefield.
horses. And what about the sparrow? No? And Dronacharya,
Yeah, bird,
Okay.
bird eyes.
bird. Yeah, so the bird's eye. So in that way, to say that Savyasachin, he's so expert in shooting arrows, Arjuna. Yes, so Savyasachin means one who can shoot arrows very expertly, and Nimitta Matra means become an instrument. Like there is an artist, and he has a canvas and he just paints, and there's a brush. So is the brush who's painting? No, the painter, the artist. So the brush is just an instrument. It has to move according to the painter's wish. Similarly, Krishna is like, Arjuna, you're just an instrument. It's all for all of us. Like we just have to be an instrument. Krishna will make us dance as he like. That's why Prabhupada, when he went to America and Jalatuta ship, he wrote that poem, Boro Kripa Koile Krishna. He says, Krishna, I'm just a puppet in your hand. Make me dance as you like. So then life is very easy. So Krishna says to Arjuna, become an instrument and to recognize that the whole world is moving under Krishna's plan. Fool's mentality is they think there is no plan behind the creation and everything is accident. What is that theory they put forward of creation? What is that theory called? Anyone know?
Darwin's theory.
That is evolution, but for creation they say something. What is that?
The Big Bang.
The
Big Bang theory, Mataji.
Big Bang means some explosion happened and the universe have been created. That's what they think. Big Bang theory. The chunk and it broke. It can't happen like that. Nothing can happen for accidental formation. Right? Scientists say perhaps or maybe, but they are all fool's idea. There's lots planned. The whole world is moving according to the plan of Krishna. So foolish people who do not have sufficient knowledge think that the nature is moving without a plan. There are so many so-called scientists who suggest that perhaps it was like this, maybe it's like this. This cosmic manifestation is a chance for the conditions to go back to order. As long as they have domineering mentality, which makes them try to load down in nature, they are conditioned. But anyone who can understand the plan of the Supreme and cultivate Krishna consciousness is most intelligent. Okay, so Arjuna is motivated to fight according to Krishna's desire, and this is the path of real happiness and real perfection because he is fighting for Krishna. Right? It's Krishna consciousness fight. So Krishna wants to give the credit for his devotees. That is another reason. Krishna could have taken the credit, but he's giving the credit to the devotee. Okay, in the 34th sloka. Dronam cha bhishman cha jayadridam cha karnam tatanyam apiyodha veera mayahatam stum jani jahima vyatista yudhye svajeta rane sapatma. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them. Do not be disturbed. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies in the battle. So what is he saying? That Arjuna is told to fight and be victorious and enjoy the kingdom. Why? Because it's Krishna's desire the battle should happen. And Krishna says, this is my plan. I have already killed them, Arjuna. You just take the credit. So perform your duty and don't get disturbed. He says, become victorious and be my instrument. So this is Krishna's plan. Prabhupada writes in the purport, every plan is made by Krishna. But he is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he wants to give credit to his devotees to carry out his plan according to his desire. So life should therefore move in such a way, is a nice take-home lesson for all of us. Life should move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understand Krishna through the medium of the spiritual master. The plan of the Supreme Personality Godhead should be understood by his mercy, and the plan of the devotees are as good as his plans. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle for existence. So it was Krishna's plan. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prithiviti Acheya Nagradhagram Sarvatra Prachar Hoya Morana. Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted his name to be spread all over the world. And that was taken by Mora Senapati Nayak, that is Prabhupada. Prabhupada also had a desire. And that was Krishna's plan again carrying out. Right? Okay. So we'll have a personal experience sharing in breakout room. After that, we'll post the attendance link. You have to discuss becoming Krishna's instrument in your own personal experience. Okay. How did you become Krishna's instrument in any situation? Your personal experience of becoming Krishna's instrument. Okay. You can share your own experience. How you think you have become Krishna's experience. Discuss any incident in your personal experience to become Krishna's instrument. And how did it influence others or in the sense? Everyone should take part in the breakout room. I hear that not everyone is active in the breakout room. Please don't do that. Okay. After that, we'll have the attendance link.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. All are back?
Yes, Mataji.
Niveda Mataji, you can post the attendance link. No, one room has not come. Wait, just wait. They're just joining. Okay, now all are back. Did you all see the attendance form? One
Yes,
room.
Mataji.
Yes.
Everyone got? Okay, please fill the form. One room was little late joining. Okay. So we'll take the breakout room question towards the end. We'll just try to finish as much as we can today. Might be till 46 because it takes some time. So we'll have still 46. That is Arjuna's prayer for the universal form. So in 35, Arjuna is beginning to offer his prayers to Krishna. Okay, after seeing the universal form. Okay, so Sanjay is saying this. Sanjay Uvaja Eda Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Kritanjalirvepamana Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Eveha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bita Bita Pramname. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, shouting, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality Godhead, the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands. Again and again, he fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a flattering voice as follows. So here what is happening? Again, Arjuna's rasa is getting changed from Sakya to Dasya and wonder, and he is trying to pay obeisances. And with folded hands, because of the situation created by the universal form, Arjuna becomes bewildered in wonder. Thus, he's beginning to offer his prayers, and he is paying obeisances again and again to Krishna, not as a friend, but as a devotee in wonder. Okay, now the Sakya rasa is gone. Now it's coming in Dasya form. Arjuna Uvaja Sane Rishikesha Tava Prakrita Kirtya Jagat Prahasyati Anurajyate Cha Rakshamsi Vitani Rishodravanti Sarve Namashyanti Cha Siddha Sangaha. O Master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfect beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So he is glorifying Krishna by saying that the demons are so scared of you, Krishna, and you're protecting everybody. Right? So Arjuna is recognizing Krishna's action as all good for everyone. And after hearing from Krishna the outcome of the battle and observing the universal form and response of the demigods and demons, Arjuna is glorifying Krishna. So when Arjuna saw the universal form, the demigod took pleasures in it. But others who were demons, they could not stand it when the Lord was praised. Out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Lord, they fled. So Krishna's treatment of devotees and atheists is springful. In all cases, the devotee glorifies the Lord, but he knows that whatever he does is good for all. So Krishna is like a rose for a soft rose for a devotee and thunderbolt for a demon. So Krishna can become both. So the demons are getting afraid and they ran, and the demigods were praising, and Arjuna was seeing the form. Krishna's pleasing and ferocious forms are simultaneously attraction and repulsion. Krishna is called Rishikesha here because he inspired the senses, Rishika, towards him for the devotees and against him for the atheists. That's the only difference between the atheists and the demons and demigods, right? The demigods are waiting to see Krishna, and the demons want to run away from Krishna. Tasmachatene Nameran Mahatma Kariyashe Brahmano Api Adhikarte Ananda Devesha Jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Sat Asat Paramyat. Oh, great one, greater even than Brahma. You're the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? O limitless one, Lord of gods, refuge of the universe. You're the invincible source and the cause of all cause, transcendental to this material manifestation. So he's glorifying Krishna, saying that Krishna is worshipped by everyone. Lord Krishna rightly deserves the obeisances of everyone because he's the God of all God, the original creator, especially even greater than Brahma. So that's why Yudhishthira Maharaj during the Rajasuya Yajna honored Krishna. All were there, but still he kept Krishna on the throne. and honored him. So he's the God of all God, the original creator, especially even greater than Brahma. So he's invincible, source of all source, cause of all cause, sarva karana karana. Right? He's Akshara, not perishable. He's Mahatma, most magnanimous and ultimate Ananda. Nothing is not covered by Lord's influence and energy. Devesha, he's a control of the demigods and above everything. So Krishna is the ultimate shelter for everyone. That's what 38th sloka says. Kamadideva Purusha Puranas Kamasya Vishwasya Param Nidanam Vetasya Dvedyam Chaparam Chadama Vayat Tadam Vishwamanantarupam. You're the original personality of God at the oldest, the ultimate century of this manifested cosmic world. You're the knower of everything. You are all that is knowable. The supreme refuge above the material modes or limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is forwarded by you. So Nidana means everything. Yes, Manjula Mataji?
Mataji, I have a doubt, Mataji, in this case, like chapter number 11. You might get confused in other chapters when they're writing purport. Like, they might take Krishna's word in a different way. They might interpret it in another way. But Mataji, in chapter number 11, it's very clearly mentioned by Arjuna that Krishna is the source of everything. And whoever writes a purport for this chapter, of course, they cannot tell anyone else a superior or the personality of Godhead other than Krishna. But still, why, Mataji, people are worshipping all type of gods, whether it is smallest to largest, and not taking Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, Mataji? How could this chapter lead them to write such kind of purport?
Yeah, so that's what Maya Bharata Jnanam, Krishna says. They have knowledge, but their knowledge is captured by illusionary energy, Maya. That's because might be some karma. You need to have a lot of Ajnata Sukriti to come to know about Krishna. Otherwise, you get bewildered. And they might have different bogus gurus. They wouldn't have heard from a right guru. And Krishna says that even the demigods itself, Krishna is the one who's actually giving them faith in that particular demigod. Because they they desire to worship that demigod. Like somebody wants to become rich, they worship Lakshmi. So, like that. So somebody, like they had the desire to worship. And Krishna devotees, they don't want any desire. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakalaya Shanta, Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Deva Shanta. So you need a lot of Ajnana Sukritis to come to the platform of Krishna consciousness, to have faith in Krishna. And we all have gone through different phases. And they had different desires, material desires. That's why they go up to demigods. And because of they're not getting the right guru. And it's not time for them. Bahunam janmanamante, right? To come to Krishna consciousness, it takes a lot of janmas. So they are in the process. And that is also one way of becoming pious, actually. Now they are also trying to be pious. They are not atheists, right? Because they believe in demigods at least. So slowly Krishna will give them that intelligence and slowly they'll come. But they are Maya Abhritatjnana. Actually, their intelligence has been captured by material energy. Okay. And karma also binds. Yeah, and they mentally speculate. They keep mentally speculating things. So it may be like this, maybe like this. But because of the mercy of Vaishnavas, because of some Ajnata Sukriti, we are here. And then Krishna helps us. Like Guru Krishna Kripai Bhai Bhakti Lada Beach. But not everyone gets this opportunity.
Hare Krishna Mataji, but then why they say that Vishnu is the creator, means Vishnu created everything, no? Especially here.
Yeah, actually it is coming from, like what happens is, Vishnu is also expansion of Krishna. And they have like the Purusha avatar, Karnadashaya Vishnu, Kshiradashaya Vishnu, and Garbhadashaya Vishnu. So it's from Kshiradashaya Vishnu, all the other avatars are coming. That's why they think that, oh, everything is coming from Vishnu. But actually, the source is Krishna. Okay. That they forgot. Because in the Shavatar also, it is Keshavadrida Buddha Sharira, Keshavadrida Rama Sharira. There's no Keshavadrida Krishna Sharira. So they don't understand Krishna. Yes, Shriya Mataji.
Mataji, one more thing I've heard. Recently, I visited Mayapur and this place, Kolkata, birthplace of Prabhupada. Yeah, somewhere. So there was one very senior devotee, and he was sharing with us that only particularly in this yuga or something, not yuga, this kalpa, Krishna comes in his original form. In the previous kalpas, Krishna comes as incarnation of Vishnu, but in this one, Krishna comes as his own,
Yes.
creator, something like that.
That's true. Yes, in this kalpa, original Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, because in the sense there are two ways. One is Vasudeva Krishna, the 400 form. The next is Yashoda and then Krishna. So in this kalpa, Yashoda and Krishna, the original form of the Lord came, and that's why whenever Krishna originally comes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also comes in that particular yuga. So that's why this kalpa is actually the golden age of Kali, actually, because the golden avatar has come. We are very fortunate, actually. The Swayam Bhagavan Lord have come. Yes, other kalpas, as Madan said, that's why it is a confusion that, oh, Vishnu is coming. Yes, because the Vishnu is taking different avatars, incarnation. Krishna is so busy with his pastime in the spiritual world that he doesn't personally come to do the incarnation. He comes as avatari, Swayam Bhagavan, as Mata said in this kalpa, but it's actually Vishnu who is there. So that's why there's a misconception. But that Vishnu is also expansion of Krishna. But what is the proof? In universal form, we'll see now Krishna. Arjuna is scared of seeing the form. So Arjuna will say, Krishna, I don't want to see this form. Please come in your original form. So Krishna from the universal form will become 400 form. Then he'll become the 200 form and say, this is my original form. So that is again proof, right? Vishnu is 400, Krishna is 200. And another form also when Rasa Leela, when the Lord disappeared from the gopis and everyone was searching, he was with 400, and the gopis paid obeisances and asked, did you see our Krishna? So then Krishna didn't reply. After that, when Radharani came, the two hands fell down and he was in the original 200 form. Okay. So 11.38 says Krishna is the ultimate shelter of everything. Nidana means everything. Even Brahman effulgence rests on Krishna. He's the knower of everything that is happening in the world. And if knowledge has any end, he's the end of knowledge. He's known and the knower. He's object of knowledge because he's all pervasive. 39 to 40, Arjuna offering Krishna his obeisances. Might be we can stop with 40. So Arjuna is offering his repeated respect unto Lord Krishna, praying that you are the demigods, like your Vayu, air, Ayama, the controller, Agni, fire, your water, your moon, Shashanga, your Brahma, Prajapati, and Prapitamaha, the great grandfather. Why is Arjuna addressing Krishna as great grandfather? Prapitamaha, why?
He
God?
is the source, Mataji.
Okay, but by Prapitamaha?
He is the
He's
first
father
Purusha.
of Brahma.
Yeah, he's the father of Brahma. Brahma is the Pitamaha, the Brahma also. So he's Prapitamaha, great grandfather. Like Srila Prabhupada is our Param Guru. In the sense, he is our grandfather position. Then we have our Guru Maharaj, who is our spiritual father, like that. Now Arjuna is offering obeisances on top, loving ecstasy, accepting that Krishna is the master of limitless power and is far superior to all the great warriors assembled on the battlefield. Okay, so we'll stop here with 40. Later on, we'll see from next week that Arjuna begs forgiveness for treating Krishna as a friend, as an ordinary person. And then till 55, we'll take from 41 to 55. Okay. Okay, so what is your experience of becoming an instrument in Krishna's hand? Who is going to share from any room? Anybody
Shall I
can.
share?
Yes, Ratnagi Mach.
So I told the ladies over here, what happened was that I'm basically born and brought up in Pune, and then I was abroad. And because my husband is from Kerala, we had to come to Kerala. But the climate does not suit me. So I was wondering why Krishna has kept me over here. So now the book marathon is starting. So last year, this time when the book marathon was there, I had ordered 11 books of Krishna and 11 books of Bhagavad Gita. And my intention was just to distribute it to everybody, to the temple ladies in the Mathur Samiti ladies in the temple. And we used to have these Bhagavad Gita classes where acharyas used to come and talk, and we used to pay them money and all that. But then it came to my mind, why we are doing this. Instead of that, all these ladies, Krishna has already made me give them the books. So why don't we start class over here? So I feel that Krishna used me as an instrument and made me sit with them. And now we because those ladies, as you know, your Bhagavad Saptah takes place and they pada, they will just say all the shlokas like a parrot, but not understand anything. But now that they have got Srila Prabhupada's book in their hand, now they are realizing that they have wasted so many years of their life just reading the shlokas as like chanting the shlokas like a parrot, but now they are understanding what actually Bhagavad Gita is and what Krishna is. So I feel Krishna used me as an instrument in that way. And this year, Krishna made me order the Srimad Bhagavatam also. So we have started that also. So I feel that I am a instrument in Krishna's hand. He used me like that to bring Krishna consciousness to all these locals over here. Hare Krishna.
That's so nice, Mataji. Very nice. Yeah. Might be like Krishna is send you as an instrument. And it's so nice. You touch one soul, give one soul Krishna consciousness, Krishna will definitely help you. And it's very nice how you became an instrument in spreading Krishna consciousness. Small circle to small circle. It's okay. Like two people, one person is also fine. Prabhupada says, if you could make one person Krishna conscious, that is my success. So that is nice that how you are influencing them and spreading. Krishna consciousness is contagious. It keeps spreading, right? Like a viral disease. So it's nice that how you're becoming an instrument in Krishna's hands and spreading.
I make them read the shloka, then the translation, then the purport. So they
Nice.
get totally involved in it. And then
Yes.
after every chapter, I give them questions. So they are
Yeah.
so enthusiastic to answer. Then I give them marks, and then I make like how Namanishta Prabhuji gave us certificate, no, after the 18 days. So like that, I made a format. So after every chapter, I give them certificate. So they are all there are 15-20 ladies. So they all get
Hare
excited.
That's so nice. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Who else would like to share? Yes. Yes, Sindhu Mataji, you want to say something?
I can. So we are from the same room. That's why I kept silent. Okay.
That's okay. I just randomly.
Yeah. So I was sharing with my team, like, how my grandparents had instilled in me the puja. What I hear from you, like, when we do puja to keep a tulsi leaf and keep a prasad and things like that, my paternal grandparents used to do, my maternal grandparents used to do. I thought it's a ritual. I never knew what it was. And years passed by. Then, the stories, what you say, I have a vague memory of hearing it from my grandparents. My grandfather wrote a book on the verses of Bhagavad Gita and published, grandchildren published recently. So, 1989, when I went to Mumbai, I went to ISKCON as a place just to visit. Then also it didn't happen. But 2019, during Corona, my first cousin, I think, she shared the link to join 18 days of Bhagavad Gita class. So that's a time when I required that most, when all my neighbors were passing away and I was stuck in a room for 2.5 years alone during Corona doing my PhD. I didn't know what to do. So that's the time this link came and I joined the class. And from then on, I started into ISKCON. And how I'm an instrument, whoever, I'm able to answer questions and to know the purpose of life, answer questions in the sense, since I teach in a college, when with students also, and to my family members and friends, with the meaning and purpose, I can explain what it is. So maybe Krishna is making me an instrument in those terms.
Yeah, very nice. Yes. Yes, Manjula Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You know
Yeah.
about me, Mataji. I'm just open.
Yeah, I know, but others don't know, right?
Mataji, I'm no one, Mataji. I don't know. But as personally, I'm here like from the past 8 years, I'm in Krishna consciousness. But I was always wondering what is the purpose of my life. Is this Krishna's plan? Like I still doubt nowadays sometimes, most of the cases. But because of Namnishta Prabhuji, I feel Mataji Krishna has chosen for me to do service to his devotees, especially when it comes for preaching. And now also, if you ask me, I'm really not confident during preaching. If you ask me, come and preach, I will be scared only. But during preaching, Mataji, I don't know, most of the times, I am not such a knowledgeable person. I don't have such great knowledge. But when a devotee asks me a question, I don't know how do I answer it. But once I answer, I usually go back and check in Bhagavad Gita or Prabhupada's preaching or Namanishta Prabhu's class, recorded classes. I go back and check whether whatever I've said is right. Most of the times it comes right. And really, I'm not such knowledgeable person. So there I feel I'm just used by Krishna. I'm just used by Krishna, nothing else, Mataji. So that makes me feel that I'm nothing. I'm the most fallen soul, and Krishna is making use there. I feel like, yes, Krishna is with me always. Most of the times, I might answer wrong also, but I don't know, Mataji. Some question would have never raised in my mind, but the answers, I don't know how does it flow. So that preaching has kept me in Krishna consciousness even more stronger, that even though I get confused and think, why should I do preaching, why should I do so much of service and do Krishna's japa chanting and all, but whenever I preach, that pulls me and makes me even more stronger, that no, Krishna is with you. Then how could you talk like that? You don't have any basic knowledge, how beautifully you can speak. And that makes me feel that Krishna is with me, and I'm very happy that he has chosen me. And for that, the main reason is Namanishta Prabhuji. Without him, I would have not known the purpose of my life, Mataji. So I'm really blessed because of all the senior devotees, including Aishwarya Mataji. And I've learned a lot from Mataji also. And they all have guided me. If not, I'm nothing. I'm totally zero. I have only the materialistic knowledge. For namesake, I'm just an engineer who has some basic knowledge. But spiritual knowledge, I'm zero. I'm still doing wrong. When I'm preaching, I might answer some questions wrong. But the Krishna's presence makes me strong, and I'm sure because of all the blessings of seniors and Krishna's wish, I might be a better instrument in Krishna's hand and serve Vaishnavas even more in my life and make this life useful, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Mataji has done a lot of preaching, started with kids, then youth and adults, and he has been influencing many devotees being an instrument. Okay, so what about the other room? Did I call everyone? Manjula Mataji from room number 2, Shriya Mataji from room number 2. How did you become an instrument?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I think it just started since I was connected to ISKCON. Like it started with book distribution when someone gave Bhagavad Gita to my friend, and I started reading it. I was so amazed and surprised with the philosophy that I was so close to God and temples and everything, but I never knew who is God, and we were just doing worshipping demigods and everything. But then my eyes opened that thank God, it's God's mercy that He sent someone in my life, the instrument that devotee came as an instrument to me, and I could become. I want to become an instrument now for other devotees. So then I started doing book distribution. That became my favorite service to Krishna and Prabhupada. So I always keep Bhagavad Gita with me at home, also extra, give it out on birthdays and any special occasion to friends, family members. And I'm a nurse by profession, so that's where I really like talking to patients and people. So whatever knowledge I've acquired from Krishna consciousness, I share in a very simple way. Like not directly Krishna is God and like that, but very simply when I like they become upset sometimes, they're crying or something, and why this happened to me, my life is waste and all that. Look what happened, people are enjoying, and I'm then I just put a little bit theory in that no one is happy, no one, even if someone is looking happy, you see their pictures on social media and etc etc, it's all fake, it's just show material. So that's how I try to give little bit spiritual knowledge and try to satisfy them emotionally with the knowledge that I've acquired. And I do book distribution to patients also. Very simple books like Higher Taste. If someone is suffering from digestion problem, I just tell them that indirectly that go through the end pages, you'll see some recipes that are very good, healthy. And I know that when they'll go through the book, they'll also have to read the beginning where it's about karma, Krishna, Prabhupada, little bit about philosophy. So then I feel that maybe Krishna has given this opportunity in this lifetime so that I can talk to such people, and I get blessings also. That's the biggest thing I've got, that even if I tell them small things, they'll be like blessing me back, that thank you so much for talking to me. I really felt spiritually alive now, and all that. So I think that is the only way. Other than that, I'm also serving in the temple, doing kirtans when we get opportunity, at home programs and all that. So just becoming an instrument to spread Krishna's name and positivity, and yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
Very nice, Mataji. I think that's the nice profession. You can be in the people who are suffering. Actually, they're all suffering and they need something, someone to talk to and all that. So it's very nice way of becoming an instrument, giving one book and preaching to them. Very nice. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so anyone else like to share? Yes, Sureshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Just sharing the same thing. Not that elevated that I do not know whether I've been used as an instrument, but just started a few years back, the kind grace of Ramishra Prabhuji. Though I was in Mangalore, every time I think this, I was in Mangalore for so many years, but just at the last time when I was moving out from Mangalore, I got the opportunity to go to the temple and connected with ISKCON. Krishna was always sending me the signals, because when we went to Bangalore ISKCON, that time also, I just do not know about ISKCON till that time, so many years back. And whenever after coming to Mangalore, some even the about classes, I was not aware of the classes, online classes. Through somebody else from other city, I got to know, and then I started, and then I searched Radha Govind Temple, Nantur, and I started going there. That's how I was connected. And after coming to Mumbai, it was just like turnaround. I started chanting 16 rounds, so much more interest in Krishna consciousness. I started wearing tilak and going to office. So many, my colleagues used to, ask me about my practice, and there I distributed books last year in the marathon. This time I could not, but last year I distributed more than 15, 16 books. Everybody, something other, they used to ask me, and they start wishing me Hare Krishna only now. So some of my friends in Mangalore also started coming to our temple. So still I want to help in the construction of temple by the grace of Lord and mercy of Krishna. Hope I can get funds from my bank for temple. I'll try my best, and with God's blessings, it shall happen. Still a long way to go, Mataji. I do not know how I'll be used, but at home also, no. My wife is seriously started thinking of taking Diksha, and we preach, we pray together. And my children also, it's been changed a lot. We are actually, I can say we used to follow Adi Shankaracharya. We call Mayavadis. So I do not know how I been turned out. Like, it is all blessings. And as you encouraged me in Mayapur, because of you and Rameshwar Prabhuji, I took initiation also. It was miracle. I don't know I'm eligible for that, but still it happened. So by thinking all this connecting, something is there, but I have to explore it and be a real instrument in the Lord's hand. Hare Krishna.
Very
Mataji.
nice. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so that's how we become instrument in Krishna's hand, and Krishna only knows. Like we don't know. It's like might be you are seriously practicing, and Krishna just when Namanishra Prabhu said, "Who are all your students going to take Diksha?" I was like, "I don't know, Prabhu." And then suddenly I saw Prabhu, Suresh Prabhu in Mayapur, and I was like, "Why don't you take Diksha?" So I was also becoming an instrument. It's not that I made you do it. No, because might be Krishna as Paramatma in our heart also said that yes, you are seriously practicing. So it's time for you to take initiation in Mayapur Dham in month of Kartik. So that's your sincerity, how much you become an instrument. So Krishna made me an instrument to tell you, and then Namanishra Prabhu was happy to know that you are doing Bhakti Shastri and following everything. And yes, that's how initiation happened. Nothing happened with accident. So it's definitely you deserve it. That's why it happened. And Krishna had a plan. So it's nice you becoming an instrument to bring your daughter up in Krishna consciousness. It's nice. She's definitely a devotee from previous life. And because at this age, where were we? We don't even know we have chanted Krishna's name. And coming from Shankaracharya's concept of Mayavada, actually Shankaracharya is Lord Shiva. So it says that because of his blessings, because of Lord Shiva's blessings, so many have come to Krishna consciousness. So that's again Vaishnava Namrita Shambhu's blessing. Yes, Sindhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This is maybe out of context, but just wanted to ask you.
Hmm.
Somebody passed, and yesterday they did not cremate because it was Sargavadi Legadashi. So, is this is just a belief, or there is some aspect to it?
Actually, for us, it doesn't matter because we know we are not this body, we are spirit soul. So, as far as devotees are concerned, Ekadashi is a very nice, auspicious day for somebody to leave the body. And once the soul is left, the body, it doesn't matter when you cremate or when you do the rituals and everything. So, Ekadashi day also, I've seen devotees doing all the ceremonies. I don't know, each person have their own beliefs and this thing, but are they following Krishna ISKCON? No.
That I don't know.
Okay, because it's Sargavadale Ekadashi, that's what they say. But the soul is already gone, no? Soul is gone. Nothing with the body. So body is, it doesn't matter when they do the ceremony and all, but it's actually the soul, but it's actually a pious soul because left in Ekadashi, on the Ekadashi day, that means it's pious, might be a devotee or something. Some kind of mercy from the Lord. I've never heard about
told
this.
Mataji, in 15th chapter it is there, na? When
for a devotee, it doesn't matter what time he leaves the body, but for others, yes, during daytime and during this, so many things are there for a yogi to leave the body. That when they'll come back, when they won't come back, daytime, nighttime, so many things. But for a devotee, it is concerned, it doesn't matter what time they leave.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we can end here.
So Mataji, 21st, no? 21st you have given the date, no? Last week you
31st.
told us. No, 31st is for the model 2 open assessment and 21st is the exam, no?
Closed book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see like for the 12th chapter. Yeah, just an tentative date this. We'll see where if we can, when we can do it. Mostly 21st. We can go up to 28th. We'll see. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. I think we can end here. Yes, Shriya Mataji.
Mataji, just last thing before we close, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart because of you we are able to do this course Bhakti Shastri, and you give so good examples. I always write down the examples and knowledge that you give. I've never heard about it before, so I share with my friends and family also whatever you teach, and I also invite them. Please join if possible, and from Mataji especially because you have really changed a lot of souls, Mataji. Thank you so much for giving such a nice
Prabhupada's
class.
mercy, and as Mataji, Mandula Mataji said, it's all because of Namanishra Prabhu. We were nothing. Ask her. We were nothing. When Prabhu said, you have to start preaching and take kids class, we all were like, we were few of us, and we were both all were looking at each other like, what are we going to do? We don't know anything. It was Namanishra Prabhu who actually pushed us. I felt he was like Prabhupada. You know how Prabhupada was?
Hmm.
Some people wouldn't have taken Diksha, but Prabhupada just tell them, go to Africa, preach, go to China and preach, go to Russia. So it was like that. Now Mr. was like, go to this class, go take class. So I've never preached in my life, and it was Naminishra Prabhu who pushed us. So we all are so grateful to him. And it's all what I heard from Prabhupada lectures and other senior Vaishnavas lectures, what I just vomit. No realization, just theoretical knowledge.
Yeah,
So I hope one day I'll realize something what I say. But it's all Prabhupada's mercy coming.
But Mataji, that time, that starting class when Prabhuji used to ask you questions, and so your memory was so strong that you used to answer him. You remember
were there
beginning
that time?
class? Yeah. Shobha Maya, and you were there. Oh my God, we used to be wonderstruck. My God, from where they have all this memory? I used to think at that time, you know.
Because I was in Krishna consciousness before coming to this online course. So I used to read Prabhupada's book so much. It was my main hobby to read Prabhupada's book. In my workplace, one shelf was full of Prabhupada's books. I keep reading. I was so attached to Prabhupada's books that was feeling so good of reading Prabhupada's book.
But during Corona, I remember I also attended your class for children.
Children's class, you were there. It was fun to be with kids. I was not a mother at that time, and everyone is like, how are you going to handle kids? I don't know how to handle kids. But it was nice to be with them, had fun with them. But then slowly Prabhu dragged me to adult session, and then I missed the kids. I am again planning back to join the kids once my son grows up. Might be. I'll see. Okay then, Hare Krishna everyone. So all of you should become instruments by preaching. I want all of you to become nice teachers. We'll see. Slowly you take up preaching. Okay.
Thank you.
Vaishnavi